All right, I fell a little behind as usual, so let's go over some of the cards that were giving me trouble. Out of my personal deck, um, what was this? I want to say this was Kau, like to have, to own. その秘密は僕が飼っている猫です. That secret being the cat that I own. Kau, to keep, to own, to have, to raise, to rear, to feed. Okay, yeah, kau. Yes. This is this like furu, like to wave, like your hand? Yes. Um, I think this is. Let's see. Konya wa tsugi no. I think this is kiji o kakimasu. Kiji being article or report, like a news report. Yes, kiji. Okay, good. Okay, so far we're doing all right with these. Um, this means for example, but I'm trying to remember what this is pronounced like. I want to say it's sasoeba, tatoeba with a T. Tatoeba, for example, for instance. Tatoeba yoru neru toki ni, and then there's a whole sentence here I'm not going to go through, but yes, tatoeba, we'll call it again. This was the word for boat, and I think it's fune. Yes, fune, boat, ship, vessel, watercraft. This was it, this was the word for emergency, and I think it was kinkyu. Yes, kinkyu, with a drawn out u at the end. Kinkyu. Call that one hard. This was fisherman, and you see fishing and expert. So this would be, was it ryoshi? Ryoshi, yes, ryoshi, fisherman. This one is, well, I think this was funeral, and it was, geez, how do you pronounce funeral again? Solgi, funeral service. We'll call this again. What was this one? This was business trip. Okay. I don't remember how it's pronounced. Business trip. Shuchol. Shuchol. With like a stop here in the middle. Shuchol. Business trip. Official trip. I'll call that again. I think this is Nikki, like diary or journal. Yes, Nikki, with a little stop in the middle. This is physical strength. We see body. No, this is body weight, not physical strength. Yeah, if you see body and heavy, so this is body weight, and I think it's taiju. Taiju, yes, body weight. Here we have um, after and remorse or regret, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So this is regret, and I think it was kolkai. Kolkai, regret, remorse, repentance. Yes, okay, we'll call it hard, but kolkai, regret. This is I think this is graduation. Shogako o blank shite upon graduating elementary school. Mata onaji chugako ni nyugaku shimashita. Upon graduating elementary school, they joined the same middle school. What is the word for graduation? I think it was sotsugyo. Sotsugyo, yes, graduation, completion of a course, outgrowing. We'll call that hard. Tamesu, what did this mean again? I think it's to try out. Yes, based on the sentence. いろんな方法を試しました。Various methods were tried. Various methods were tried out. Yes, tamesu, to try out, to have a try at, to test. Here we see the kanji for sense or feeling and move, like movement. Kandol. What is kandol? Oh yeah, kandol suru eiga o mite mimashita. He tried watching, or blank. It doesn't say he anywhere in the sentence, but it was from a greater story about a boy trying to find ways to cry, and it says he tried watching an emotionally moving film. So this kandol is emotionally moving. Kandol, being deeply moved emotionally, excitement, passion. Okay, good. Knowing kanji is helping a lot there. Is this nigiru? No. Oh, this is toru. Toru. Like to, in this case, this is the kind of toru as in to take a picture or a video. Yeah, toru. Okay, I was drawing it out, but it's just toru. Not toru, just toru. Okay, so we'll call that hard. How did you say funeral again? Solgi? Solgi. Okay, good. Here we have tatoeba, for example. Yes. And then shuchou, business trip. Good. Okay, so that's all for the personal deck. Now we have 45 due for the Kaishi 1.5K. So I'm going to do those. 1 second, I'm taking a sip. Yoyaku. Is this at last?
ようやくゴールが見えてきました。
Yoyaku, at last. Jizen. Is this nature?
自然。
Oh,
みんなで自然を守りましょう。
Shizen. Okay, not Jizen. Shizen, nature. Tatakao, to wage war, to fight.
戦う。彼は最後まで戦ったよ。
Kibun, mood, feeling. And you can think of this like ki being like energy or spirit, and then bun being like portion of. So like your mood is like a portion of your well-being, kind of. You could think of it that way if you wanted to remember it more easily.
気分。
早起きした日は気分がいいです。
Here we have in advance and to determine. And so I think this is schedule, which was, how did you say schedule again?
予定。今日の予定を教えてください。
Yote, schedule, plan. I'll call it again. Sasuga, I don't know what this means.
さすが。すごいな。さすがだね。
Sasuga means just as expected, true to one's reputation. Sasuga. So we'll call this again. I think this is interest, like someone's interests. And I think it's kyomi.
興味。
私は歴史に興味があります。
Call it hard, but yes. Is this nakama, like comrade?
仲間。彼には仲間がたくさんいる。
Okay, good. What does this mean?
眺める。猫が窓から外を眺めているよ。
Nagameru, to look out, to gaze. Again. This is fukai, deep.
深い。あの池はとても深い。
This is the word for last night. And I forget how it's said.
ゆうべ流れ星を見ました。
Yube, last night, last evening. What is this word?
涙。
動物の映画を見て涙が出ました。
Namida, tear. Call it again too. I want to say this is narabu, to line up, to line up.
並ぶ。
ラーメン屋にたくさんの人が並んでいます。
Cool. Oriru, I think this is to go down, to descend.
降りる。そこの階段を降りてください。
Waza waza, and I don't know what that means.
わざわざ来てくれてありがと
Waza waza, to go out of one's way. Okay, we'll call it again. Oh geez, what was this? This was distance or interval between. And I think it's was it kyoki?
距離。彼らは長い距離を歩き続けたんだ。
Kyori. Distance, interval. Call it again. What is this word? Kino kara blank ga itai. Oh, this is shoulder, right? No. This is hip, lower hip, lower back or hip, and it's koshi.
腰。昨日から腰が痛い。
What is this? Was it nagareru? To flow?
流れる。ラジオから美しい音楽が流れています。
Cool. Wait, was line up also to naga? Wait, oh, I'll have to remember that. I'll have to listen to it again later to remember the difference between to line up and to flow. But to flow at least being nagareru. This is tidal. Physical condition extent? What would this mean?
態度。あの男の態度にみんな呆れてたよ。
Attitude or manner. Tidal. Attitude, manner, again. This is to revolve or to go, not to revolve, to, well, it might be to revolve, but it's to go around. And I think it's mawaru.
回る。月は地球の周りを回っています。
Okay, very good. To rotate, to go around, mawaru. This is to finish something. Yatto shukudai o, and it's usually for to finish I see owaru. What is this oeru?
終える。やっと宿題を終えた。
Okay, so this is oeru, to end, to finish. I'll call that hard, but I'll have to look up the difference between oeru and owaru. What would this be? Kino no testo wa... Oh, this is hidoi, like terrible.
ひどい。
昨日のテストはひどい点でした。
Hidoi, terrible, cruel. I want to say this is osou. No, this isn't that, is it? I don't think it is. Let's read the sentence. Kanojo wa tori. Oh, this is sku, to save.
救う。彼女は通りがかりの人に救われたよ。
Call it hard. I think this is, was it furi kaesu? What did that mean?
繰り返す。
Ah,
彼女は同じ間違いを繰り返した。
kurikaesu, to repeat. Call it again. Muku?
向く。こっちを向いてください。
Muku, face, look. Okay, I'll call it hard. We'll see it again soon. Tsui, was this carelessly?
つい会議中ついあくびをしてしまいました。
Tsui, inadvertently, carelessly. I want to say this is niru, like to resemble.
煮る。
私は母に、姉は父に似ています。
Good. What was the word for patience again? Gaman?
我慢。彼のわがままには我慢できません。
Good. This was kekyoku, and that was like finally, or after all.
結局彼は結局何を言いたかったのだろ
Good. After all. I think this is nokosu, to remain, to be left over.
残す。彼女はメッセージを残しました。
To leave, to reserve. Sakeru, to avoid.
う。避ける。
Ikinari. Jeez. What did this mean? Ushiro kara ikinari kata o tatakareta. Wait, no. This isn't kata. What is this? It might be kata. Ikinari, what does it mean?
いきなり。後ろからいきなり肩を叩かれた。
Well, it was kata, shoulder. Okay. Someone suddenly tapped on my shoulder from behind.
後ろからいきなり肩を叩かれた。
So ikinari is all of the sudden, or all of a sudden, and without warning. So we'll call it again. Here we have to miss, and whatever this is. This is to miss, as in like to have lost, to miss. Ichido no blank de akiramete wa ikenai yo. Oh, this is a mistake, blunder, shippai.
失敗。一度の失敗で諦めてはいけないよ。
What is this? Oh, this is ikioi, vigor, momentum.
勢い。
Good. I think this is assault, attack, and the word for that was geez. What is this?
攻撃。2003年にアメリカはイラクを攻撃した。
It is assault, attack, criticism, kougeki. Call it again. I think this is nayo, and I think it's contents, like the contents of inside of a box. Nayo.
内容。この本の内容を説明してください。
Good. Soreni. I think this is like so then.
それに。
連休はホテル代が高いです。それに、どこも人が多いです。
Soreni here is in addition, so call it again. We have one and body. Itai, like what the heck?
一体。一体何事ですか？
Yep. Okay. What is this? Uso, lie.
嘘。
嘘じゃありません。本
Good. I think this is kankaku, sensation.
感覚。冷えて指の感覚がない。
Good. What is this? 彼女はとても blank で可愛いですね. Okay, this is honest. Straightforward. How do you say it?
素直。彼女はとても素直で可愛いですね。
Sunao. Honest, straightforward. Call it again. Kehai. I think this is presence or indication.
気配 後ろに人の気配を感じた。
Indication, sign, kehai. I think this is like tariru, like to be enough.
足りる。
お金がちょっと足りません。
Tariru, to be enough, to be sufficient. This is akirameru, to give up, to abandon.
諦める。
何でも簡単に諦めてはいけません。
I think this is sumetai, like cold to the touch, if I'm not mistaken.
冷たい。
冷たいジュースが飲みたいです。
And this was... What was this again? All right, we have 15 that need to be reviewed. And I'm not remembering what this one was.
眺める。猫が窓から外を眺めているよ。
Nagameru, to look out, to gaze. I need to... On the left there, you see the kanji for eye. That could be a mnemonic here. Nagameru. Sasuga, as expected, according to one's reputation.
さすが
Okay. This was yote, plan or schedule.
予定。
Yote. Yube, I think was last night.
夕べ。
Good. Namida, tear.
涙。
Good. Muku, to face.
向く。こっちを向いてください。
To face, to look. Muku. Kyori, distance, interval.
距離。
Waza, waza. To go out of one's way.
わざわざ。わざわざ来てくれてありがとう。
There's a note here. This word usually expresses the fact that something was done even though the person could have chosen not to do it, and the speaker is thankful for it. Waza waza, to go out of one's way. Shizen, nature.
自然。
Good. Tidal. Mannerisms, attitude.
態度。あの男の態度にみんな呆れてたよ。
Good. Kurikaesu, to repeat.
繰り返す。
Good. Kougeki, assault, attack, criticism.
攻撃。
Good. Ikinari, all of a sudden, without warning.
いきなり。
What was this? Sunao, straightforward, honest.
素直。
Good. Soreni, in addition.
それに。
Good. Muku, to face, to look.
向く。
And Nagameru, to gaze out. Sorry, excuse me. Nagameru, to gaze, to look out.
眺める。
Good. That is all of it for today.